What is going on, guys? Jack here, and I'm back with episode 10 of West Ham Weekly. Obviously, this is the weekly series that I do about West Ham, where we talk about match reports, transfers, and any news regarding the Hammers that has happened in the last week. So without further ado, let's get into this episode. And first one I want to talk about is the game against Southend on the weekend, just gone. A good game for West Ham United. Dimitri Payet absolutely blew my mind. What a great player he is. The free kick goal he scored, oh my, he is just another level. He honestly is. He ran the show, and I can't wait to see him in action in the Barclays Premier League. I really can't, because he looked awesome. But, you know, he's a player that brings something new to West Ham United. He's a player that has the potential, has bags full of it, and he's in the age where he's going to be hitting his prime, and I'm so glad he's at West Ham United. So can't wait to see him for the season that's going to be coming. But now let's talk about the game that was played last night, and that was a game against Europa, the Maltese side. They did actually beat us 1-0 on the night. We did start up with a lineup of, I believe, Adrian, O'Brien, Collins, Tonks and Cresswell. The midfield was made up of Kayute Noble, Emil Furtado, Nolan, Jarvis and Zarate leading the line on his own. And everyone that saw the game, most people did see the game, it was a shambles. It was a shambolic performance. It says a lot when the highlight of our game was Mark Noble calling Mickley fat. If you haven't seen that, you should definitely go watch it. There's some vines on social media. It is incredible. It really is. Mark Noble, yeah, just basically tensions getting the best of him. You could blame it on the heat. They was playing in 30-degree heat, but they are footballers that get paid multi, over, most of them get paid over 15 grand to 10 grand. You'd expect them to play in them conditions. It's not about being used to it, it's about being hungry. They were just more hungry than us. They wanted it. You could tell they wanted it. The passion was there for the players. When they got that goal, you saw how much it meant to them. When Mickley did find the back of the net, and it was just a poor performance. Kevin Nolan, non-existent. He put in one good tackle, I think. Mark Noble really disappointed me. Again, it just seems like he's declining. I know it's pre-season, but you need to be putting in more of an effort than that. He's got the passion, don't get me wrong, but I don't know what's happened with him lately. I really don't. Emil Furtado and Jarvis struggled to get into the game. It was poor. Zarate had flashes of success, but again, he didn't show the real drive that you wanted. When Modern Jaeger come on, he actually done a little bit well for all of 5 minutes, but again, he was poor too. It was just a diabolical performance from everyone involved, and I just don't get Slaven Bilic. I feel sorry for him, because he must have been watching that game and thinking, what the hell have I walked into? What is this performance that I am seeing? Then to top it all off, Tonks got sent off. It was 6-1, half a dozen of the other between them, but I think the thing that gave it away is he seemed to allegedly kick the player as he went down. Referee sent him off. It was a shambolic. It was a calamity performance. It really was. We just did not look like scoring at all. To get outplayed by a team that is a full part-timers was just incredible. I really do worry about us going into the third qualifying round against this Romanian side, because we're going to struggle if we play like that. It was just a poor game, to say the least, and I just want to forget about it, because it was just terrible. Diego Payet did obviously win it on penalties for us. It did go to extra time. Nothing happened in extra time. It did go to penalty shootout. They did score one, and Payet did score the penalty to send us through into the next round, and it is a massive let off for us. But hopefully going to the third round and right them wrongs. Hopefully Slaven Bilic is going to kick them boys up their backsides and get them performing, because that's what we need. Obviously, I can understand that he's trying to get them out of the Sam Allardyce way and into his way. But I hope, against hope, he does not play with a lone striker. And if he does, I hope he gets some quality wings to come in, because Emil Furtado and Jarvis can't cut it. Obviously, we have got Valencia that can play on the wing, but we've seen what he's like when he's on the wing. He isn't that influential. I'm hoping we've got some few transfer rumours coming up that we'll talk about, but I'm hoping that we can get some new players in, because that was just shambolic. But now let's move on to transfer news. Obviously, the news that's coming, that we have made another signing this week. It is Lazzini from the, I believe that, I don't know, it's the Qatar League or something like that. One of them kind of leagues he did join from, and he looks like a really good player. At River Plate, he looked like a very decent player. He's a football manager legend, as you could say. Slaven Bilic wants him. He says that he see similarities with him and then David Silva. It is a Slavan Bilic signing. He's got his man, the Argentine centre attacking midfielder, is joined on a loan deal with a view of a permanent at the end. So, you know, if he has a good season, I could really see him doing well. I know he plays down the centre, but I could maybe hopefully see him on the wing. I don't know about his pace, I don't know what it's like, but maybe he has got a good bit of pace behind him. But welcome to the club, Lazzini, and hopefully you do have a successful spell here, and we can see you on the permanent terms the season after when we move to the Olympic Stadium. Talking about transfer news now, West Ham obviously did make a bid for Kevin Morales that was rejected. We did come back with a £7.5 million bid, and I believe that one will be rejected too, as Everton do value him at 10 million. And the good thing about Kevin Morales is, I think he's a player that can change a game. He's a quality player, but obviously with Everton having Deulofeu now, it looks like that Morales could be pushed to the exit door, and I would take him for 10 million. I think that's a great bargain. He's a great player. He's a good set piece specialist, and we need that after some of the free kicks we saw yesterday in the Bikarama game. But I'm very interested in seeing how he does. I really am, because he's a good player. If he does come into the club, like I said, he's a great player. He obviously did play at Centre with Dimitri Payet, so there's a link there. Hopefully that will spark some speculation. I hope we do get him, because he's a great player. Kevin Morales, obviously talking about. Also, an unnamed Barclays Premier League club did make a bid for a tour of around 18 million euros. Now, obviously, Bilic is the former Besiktas manager, so it's making it look like that maybe he could have made that bid there. But would you rather take Tour for 18 million euros or Morales for 10 million pounds? I think Morales, in all honesty, he's Premier League proven, but Tour is younger. Obviously, he has time to adapt. But I don't know. What do you guys stand on that, Tour or Morales? I'm not sure. I really ain't. But I'd like to say I'm swaying more towards Morales in all honesty. I'm trying to think of more transfer news that is coming up in my head. We've got some few players we're linked with. Obviously, we're linked with the likes of Alexandra Pato, and apparently we are the front runners to sign. Crystal Palace are also interested in the striker, but I think we could fend off competition to get him into the club, which would be really good for us, and I'll be happy with that one. Also, we are linked with a move for former Leicester midfielder Esteban Cambiasso. I'll be happy to see this one happen, in all honesty. On a 3-2, it'd be a great sign. He was one of Leicester's standout players last season, and he obviously did reject a contract offer to join on with them. And he could be coming to West Ham United to be playing some Europa League football. You never know. I'll be happy to see Esteban Cambiasso come into the club. Let me know your thoughts on Esteban Cambiasso. I'll be very intrigued to hear them. Also, we are linked with the deal with Alex Song. Where's that gone? Well, apparently he has flown back to Barcelona to try and push the deal to go forward and, you know, move to West Ham United. I'll be happy to take him for free. We'll see where that one's going. I do believe Alex Song will join the club. I just don't know in what circumstances and when he will join. But again, it'll be a great sign for the Hammers if we can get him into the club. Because like I said, he's a great player. He showed it last season. And we need depth in the positions. We really do for next season. But I believe that is all for the transfer rumours, in all honesty. I'm not too sure off the top of my head. I think that is it. I'm trying to think of other players that we have been linked with. Obviously, Diarra looks like he could be signing for Marseille now. Obviously, he was linked with a move to West Ham United on a free, but that did get blocked. And it looks like he could be on his way to Marseille now, which would be a very interesting one for them. Obviously, they need some players to come into the club. They've lost some really good players. So I'm guessing Diarra will be going to Marseille. But that is going to wrap up West Ham Weekly, guys. Not very much to talk about. We will continue our Europa League journey next week against the Romanian side, so make sure you get your tickets for that game. I can't wait to see how the club does. Thank you ever so much for joining us. Joining me today, not joining us. Joining me today, thank you. If you want to get involved, make sure to do comment down below. Hit that like button if you want to see one next week. Also, subscribe to my channel if you are new around here. Get involved in the forums at West Ham, at Hammers Chat, sorry. Great set of lads over there. Just register to the site and you can talk everything West Ham. Thank you ever so much for joining us. I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.